My name is Scott Coves, and I'm 11, and I like to play football, and I like science. I got out of the shower, and then I was going to my room and heard wind from my window. I was like kind of pushing on it, and then it cracked and it cut me.
We kind of heard a crash, but we didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it because it was Scott, and he's loud and rambunctious. And then we heard him holler, and then he stumbles out of his room, and I could see he was bleeding really, really bad. I could see it squirting on the walls.
I run out of my room. I see my dad grab up my brother, and he's bleeding all over the place. Dad's yelling for towels. Haley ends up calling 911, and then I grab the phone from her, tell them what happened. We need paramedics here. My brother's bleeding out.
Then all of a sudden, he started shaking real bad and started vomiting, and it seemed like the life was draining out of him. I just knew right then we were going to lose him.
When the paramedics arrived there, they put me on the stroller and quickly took me to Shannon.
Whenever a pediatric patient comes into the ER, especially as a trauma, the emotions are tense. And I just remember all the nurses were just so honed in on what we needed to do for him at that time. I think he was in the ER a total of like 10, 15 minutes at max, and that's really quick for a patient, especially pediatric. And so he was getting the best care possible in the most timely manner.
When I walked into the emergency center, I saw really this lifeless little boy who had a tremendous injury to his left axilla. And so the main focus of that injury was to stop the bleeding, but then also reestablish blood flow to the arm. But I'll never forget when we finished the operation, we used a Doppler to listen to the blood flow at the wrist, and to hear the pulse stop flow again was very encouraging.
I was sitting in the waiting room waiting for Dr. Jestro to come out and let me know if I still had my son or not. He said Scott made it through. They had to give him 5 or right at 5 pints of blood with plasma. At that point, he had saved his life, right? And that was at that point, that's what we really cared about.
When we got to see him, it was in the ER, I think, and he was hooked up to everything. He was still crying. I had like 3 surgeries, I think, and then the final surgery, Dr. West made me a new artery from the vein from my leg. He still has a little problem with the use of his hand. He is in therapy or rehab for that right now.
When I saw him, he is very limited in his range of motion, his shoulder. He couldn't lift his arm to about shoulder height. He was unable to complete opposition, which is thumb and finger together. So he had a lot of weakness throughout that hand because he did have an injury to his artery as well as his nerve. So we worked on a lot of range of motion, strengthening, and just general functional mobility.
And then he's looking at one more surgery, probably when he's 18 or 19, to go back in there and extend that vein again because he's growing more and so young. Shannon's a great hospital. The nursing staff there was really, really good. They took great care of him. We couldn't ask for a better place for this to happen. We believe if we would have been anywhere else in the world that he wouldn't be here right now. The team, the nurses, the doctors there saved our son's life. That's just all it is to it.
He's alive because of the blood transfusions, the care that he received before the hospital and within the hospital. I was always proud of our hospital and our team, and in the end, have a good result. We kept his arm, which was and we kept Scott.
As ER nurses, we can get special training called TNCC, PALS, ACLS. And so in a case where it's a significant trauma or a real emergency, you always have those resources and those trainings to lean back on. Children's Miracle Network is really great, and they actually fund those trainings for us. And so that's what's really nice, is to be able to have Children's Miracle Network take care of us on both aspects.
I feel happy that I survived, and I'm grateful.
He's definitely a strong little boy. I know if I went through something like that, I wouldn't be able to remain the same, but not him. He's like nothing ever happened. He just has the scar, and that's about it.
I think Scott's a miracle because the type of injury he had, how it was repaired, and then the story behind it all. And now he's just got normal function and he's back to normal.
He's going to do well in life. He's a stoic kid and stoic boy, and it takes a lot to go through that, and I think he's done exceptionally well.
Please help the Children's Miracle Network and help a miracle like me.